Have you ever heard of an animal that wears the stripes of a zebra but is cousin to the giraffe? An animal so elusive, so perfectly hidden in the world's deepest shadows, that for centuries many believed it was a myth. This is the story of the Okapi. Not a creature of legend, but a real, living being. A quiet resident of the dense tropical rainforests of Central Africa. For a long time, its existence was a secret kept by the forest. A puzzle Western science could not solve. A testament to mysteries still hidden on our planet, waiting to be understood with patience and respect. The Okapi is shy and solitary. It lives exclusively in the Ituri forest, a vast ancient woodland in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This isolation makes it rare, special. To see one is to glimpse a world untouched by modern clamor. Its appearance is a beautiful paradox. Part of its body seems to belong to one animal, while another part seems to belong to something else. This combination is no random quirk. It's a masterful design honed over millennia to thrive in a harsh environment. Imagine walking through thick, humid jungle air. In those shifting patterns, the Okapi moves, almost like a ghost. Its coat, rich chocolate brown, melts into undergrowth. The brilliant white stripes on its hindquarters and its legs break up the outline, confusing the eyes of predators. Not the bold declaration of a zebra on open savanna, but subtle camouflage perfected to avoid being seen. The Western world first learned of the Okapi from fragments, stories, and pieces of striped skin. Explorers and scientists were baffled. They had never seen anything like it. Some called it the African unicorn. But local people had known the Okapi for generations. They understood its quiet ways and respected its place in the web of life. It took time, but eventually the world learned the truth. The Okapi was real, a living relative of the giraffe, and a symbol of the profound wonders still held in Earth's wild places. Though it might look like a blend of different animals, the Okapi is a singular species, a member of the Giraffidae family. Genetic studies confirm that the giraffe is its only living relative. They share a common ancestor that lived millions of years ago. While the giraffe evolved to conquer the open savannas, the Okapi adapted to the secrecy of the forest. It is a living fossil, a window into the evolutionary past. Its unique form is not a compromise, but a specialization, a perfect answer to how to thrive in the heart of the jungle. When you look at an Okapi, you see an animal built for its environment. Its body is sturdy and muscular, shorter and more compact than its towering cousin, the giraffe. While it shares the giraffe's distinctive long neck, the Okapi's is noticeably shorter, better suited for navigating dense vegetation rather than reaching treetops. This powerful frame allows it to push through thick bushes and navigate the uneven, root-covered ground with a quiet grace. It is an animal designed for stealth and stability, a master of moving through a world of obstacles without making a sound. The most striking feature, of course, is its striped legs. These bands of black and white are as unique as a human fingerprint, with no two Okapis sharing the same pattern. They serve a vital purpose beyond simple camouflage, a follow-me sign for calves in dim light. The rest of its coat is velvety, dark brown, so oily it helps repel the rainforest's constant moisture. Large, dark eyes set wide apart grant excellent peripheral vision to watch for danger from all sides. Its ears are enormous and incredibly mobile. The Okapi can rotate them independently, like sensitive radar dishes, to pinpoint the faintest sounds, a snapping twig, a rustle of leaves. Nothing escapes its notice. This acute hearing is its primary defense system. One of the Okapi's most remarkable features is something you might not see at first glance. It possesses an incredible tool for feeding, its tongue. Much like a giraffe, the Okapi has a prehensile tongue that is astonishingly long, capable of extending up to 18 inches. This tongue is so flexible and dexterous it functions almost like a fifth limb, wrapping around tender leaves and delicate buds just out of reach. It can strip an entire stem of its foliage with a single, graceful motion. The color is surprising, a dark bluish-black. Scientists believe this pigmentation serves as a form of sunscreen, protecting it from UV rays. Its tongue goes far beyond eating. It can meticulously clean its large eyes, wash its entire face, and even groom its sensitive ears inside and out. To process tough plant matter, the okapi uses incisors to clip leaves and large molars to grind fibrous vegetation into pulp. Like cows and giraffes, the okapi is a ruminant with a four-chambered stomach, swallowing, partial digestion, regurgitating the cud, then chewing again to extract maximum nutrients. A selective browser of over 100 plant species, leaves, twigs, fruits, ferns, even fungi, many poisonous to others. Its digestive chemistry neutralizes toxins, opening food others can't use. This advantage ensures it can always find something to eat in the complex forest ecosystem. The okapi is not a hunter. It is a herbivore, a peaceful forager, moving slowly and deliberately in search of food. Its schedule is flexible, feeding in the cool, dim hours of early morning and late afternoon, and sometimes under cover of night. It walks well-worn paths it creates and maintains, connecting favorite feeding spots and sources of water. Guided by powerful senses of smell and hearing, it builds a detailed mental map to navigate with confidence. To supplement its diet, the okapi travels to riverbeds and stream banks to eat reddish, sulfurous clay rich in salt and vital minerals, a behavior known as geophagy. These clay deposits become rare social hubs where otherwise solitary okapis may cross paths and leave scent marks. As it browses, it prunes trees and shrubs, stimulating new growth. By eating fruits, it disperses seeds, regenerating the very plants it depends on. A gardener of the jungle, the okapi subtly reshapes the understory, not just living in the forest, but helping renew it. The okapi is not just living in the forest. It is actively participating in its renewal, a quiet but essential force in the life of the Ituri. The okapi lives a life defined by solitude. Unlike many herd animals of the savanna, it is not a social creature. For most of the year, an adult roams its territory alone. Within a personal home range it rarely leaves. These ranges can overlap, but direct interactions are infrequent and brief. This solitary nature is a strategy for survival in the forest, where resources are dispersed and staying inconspicuous is the best defense. An okapi's life is quiet, marked by the rhythms of foraging, resting, and moving silently through the shadows. Encounters are usually reserved for mating. A receptive female leaves scent markings. After brief courtship, the pair part. Following a gestation of about 14 to 15 months, the mother retreats into the densest forest to give birth to a single calf. For 6 to 8 weeks, the newborn remains hidden, staying almost completely still to minimize scent and avoid detection. The mother returns periodically to nurse, visits quick and quiet. During this time, the calf does not defecate, a remarkable adaptation to avoid leaving a scent trail. When strong enough, the calf follows, learning paths, food and water, and subtle danger signs, staying for many months before solitude calls it to its own territory. This is not loneliness, but, perfect adaptation. In a world where silence is a shield, communication must be subtle. Okapis do not use loud calls that would betray them. Instead, they speak in sounds we barely perceive and in scents that carry complex messages. Much of their vocal communication is very low frequency, soft coughs, bleats, moans, and a deep infrasonic hum below human hearing. Low-frequency waves travel far through thick vegetation. This allows mother and calf to stay in contact without alerting predators, a private channel only another okapi can hear. With specialized equipment, scientists are only recently uncovering this hidden dimension. Scent is vital. Glands on the bottoms of the feet leave a waxy, tar-like signature with each step. Other okapis read these trails, who passed, how long ago, and which direction they traveled. They also rub necks on trees and urinate on bushes, creating signposts that declare ownership and status. They are part of a dispersed community, aware of neighbors through subtle exchanges, reproductive state, dominant boundaries, even the passage of a mother and calf, all from the whispers and traces of the forest. The okapi is inextricably linked to its home, the Ituri forest, a crucible that forged it. A thick canopy filters sunlight into perpetual twilight. The air is warm and heavy with humidity. The ground is a soft carpet of decay and moss, crisscrossed by roots, threaded by rivers and streams that shape the land. This environment dictates every aspect of the Okapi's existence. A dark, oily coat sheds rain. Large, sensitive ears catch faint sounds in sound-muffling vegetation. A compact, powerful body navigates clutter. Stripes provide perfect camouflage among vertical trunks and shifting light. Long legs step over logs. Splayed hooves distribute weight to avoid sinking. It moves with a pacing gait, both legs on one side together, for stability and efficiency on narrow, winding paths. A master of its domain, it can vanish between trees in an instant. But specialization brings vulnerability. The Okapi depends on intact, old-growth rainforest. It cannot survive in open savannas, secondary forests, or agricultural land. Where the forest thrives, it thrives. Where the forest suffers, its world shrinks. Despite its masterful adaptations, the Okapi faces a grave and uncertain future. Its greatest threat is humanity. Habitat loss and fragmentation carve the Ituri into isolated patches, a slow-motion disaster for a solitary wanderer. Illegal logging removes the protective canopy. Land is cleared for agriculture. Roads and settlements slice the forest. Poaching for meat and distinctive skins inflicts further damage. Every Okapi lost to a snare is a heavy blow. Armed militias and illegal mining fuel lawlessness, endangering wildlife and rangers alike. Unrest displaces people deeper into the forest, increasing pressure and disrupting conservation and research. The Okapi is listed as endangered. Populations have declined. Its range has shrunk. Scientists use camera traps and genetic analysis of dung to track numbers, distribution, and health, crucial data to guide action. But the data is sobering. Without urgent, concerted action, the forest's gentle ghost could vanish forever. The story of the Okapi does not have to end in tragedy. It can be a story of resilience and hope. Across the globe and on the ground in the Congo, dedicated people are fighting to secure a future for this magnificent animal. The cornerstone of this effort is the protection of its habitat. The Okapi Wildlife Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, safeguards the Okapi and its ecosystem. Within this sanctuary, rangers patrol the forest, working to stop poaching and illegal mining. Rangers on patrol, anti-poaching operations, illegal mining sites being cleared. Conservation is not just about fences and patrols. Fences marking reserve boundaries. Patrol teams walking the forest. It is about people. The Okapi Conservation Project and others work with local communities. They support sustainable agriculture. They provide access to healthcare and education. They create alternative livelihoods. By empowering local communities as stewards, these programs build a foundation for long-term conservation. Scientific research illuminates the Okapi's hidden life. Researchers tracking and studying Okapi. In zoos, a healthy captive population serves as insurance, zoo conservation programs and breeding. These programs safeguard genetic diversity and educate. This global partnership is essential. The Okapi is a symbol of quiet beauty and fragility. Protecting the Okapi protects biodiversity, clean air, fresh water, resources for millions.